Hi everybody, today I'm going to be teaching you how to shade like a pro. Today I will be using the Benlenza, oh yeah, I said that right, alcohol markers. They are literally my favorites, they are just amazing. And what I like about them is they have not a brush tip, so it's a lot easier for me to draw and color with them. Okay, so whenever I draw, I always need a reference pick, just so I make sure I don't get anything wrong, and if I do get something wrong, I will literally rip up the picture and get angry and have to remake a new one. So always use a reference picture. Okay, so this is my reference picture. As you can see, I've already made the rough sketch and just sticking the lines. So that's always the first step on, well, just drawing. And then something I like to do is mark out where each color is going to be. So like you'd make a red stroke here to make sure that would be red, black stroke, and I think I'm just gonna kind of freehand it with these. But yeah, and then red strokes here, and you just do that for the whole picture. So if you're using alcohol markers, write the number you're using, because if you start coloring with one marker, leave, and then come back and start coloring with another marker, it is gonna mess the whole thing up. Another thing, before you start coloring, get a scratch paper and look at that color and make sure that's the color you want for your picture. Alright, so here is our number 4. I'm using Vivid Red. Okay, that one looks really good and I really love this color. Whoa, okay, anyways, here is number 3. This is Rose Red, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Rose Red. Alrighty, that one actually looks really good. And I think this is going to be our last tester. This is Old Red. I think my favorite is definitely going to be number 4. It's not too vivid, but it's not too dark like number 2. Also, if you're using the Benlenza, or I think that's how you say it, if you're using these kind of markers, make sure you always have a paper under, because as you can see, this is what it did to my desk. And you know, after a couple times, I just gave up and accepted it. In my shorts, if you see a paper under one of my drawings, then I'm probably using alcohol markers. Okay, so now we have our hoodie done. We're just going to put this back. And so next, we have, we have the actual hood, I guess, not the hoodie. So now we're going to do the hoodie and his little mask? Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. Oh wait, isn't it? Okay, never mind. But when I'm doing this, don't use actual black. I'm just going to use a super dark gray. This one's called Cool Gray. It is CG9. So if you used pitch black, you wouldn't see all these strokes and all of these details. So make sure you always use a really dark gray and not a pitch black. Okay, so change of plans. My Cool Gray is actually running really low. As you can see right here, it was just not working. So we are going to have to find a new color. Always checking to see if it's the right color. Oh, it's a lot lighter. Uh-oh, this is a very big problem. I think I might just have to push my Cool Gray marker to make it. Well, let's pray that he can do this. There is no way that this makes it. Look at that. It's so dead. Well, he had a good run. Okay, so I just went back to my reference photo, and all these lines are actually kind of red. So we're going to go back to our 4 and just outline literally every single one. Alrighty, finished that. So now I think I'm going to go in with a really thin marker and just get every single square. That's going to take a while. Finally finished that. That took way too long. Now I'm just going to go in with number 4 and just get rid of all those little white spots. the fun part. Now we get to actually start shading. Alright, we're obviously going to start with the hood, and here's another tip. Come back to this paper. If you threw it out, that's okay. You just gotta get your color and draw it again. But test the other colors and just kind of edge around it, I guess, and see if that nicely blends in to see if you're using the right shade to, well, shade your picture. We're going to try Old Red. Oh, wrong big side. Okay. Just to see if that would work. See, just like that. And looking at it, I think that would be pretty good. I think I like that. Alright, now we're going to actually apply it to our picture. Now, I like to always go around the outside line. And then on these lines right here, I would color on the outside and the inside. And then right here, just like that. Alright, I'm just going to show you. So, on the outside, now you want this to be super thin. Not so like, whoa, you shaded. But yeah, I kind of shaded. Kind of, that's the vibe you want, you know? Yeah. Alright. Sorry, that was my dad. Alright, back to this. So, see how I'm just not even using the full brush, but just kind of stroking? Alright, can you guys see that? I might have to make it a little thicker. And if you can, like, just barely see it, you might want to make it just a smidge thicker. Just so you can actually notice that you shaded it. Now, you can always add more, but you can't remove it, so definitely start out with a thinner line. So now you can mostly see it. Alright, now we are going to add around here, just like this. Now, with the thinner lines, you definitely want to make the shade lines, thinner. Just like that. Then I like to color under here, just to give it a little more depth. Just like that. Alright. Now, with all of these lines, you just want to go on the outside. Just like this. And over here. Anywhere where there could be shading. Now, most of the time I get very carried away, so I'm going to try to contain myself. So there's the hood shaded, and it's actually looking pretty good. I'm going to quickly shade this spider. Now, with small things like this spider right here, you're not going to go around every single line. You're just going to quickly add some to the legs, or maybe just fill in the entire leg. And just carefully shade it. Like, I like to color the legs in fully, just like that. Now let's move on to the drawstrings. We're just going to go on either one or the other side. I didn't really do this one too good. That's okay. Okay, well, the drawstring level won't be great, but that's okay. Alright, next we're going to move on to the eyes. So I wouldn't leave them just white. I would get a very, very, very light color, just like this. CG 0.5, I have cool gray. So this is the light kind, just like that. So color this into the eyes. And when you're using really light colors, make sure, see what I'm talking about with the leading through? Don't have red, because sometimes these markers are so juicy, they soak up this and they make your eye half red. So find a new spot on your scratch paper and use that to color, because there have been so many times where I've made this mistake and it's very depressing. So let me just finish this other eye real quick. All my markers are running out. I need to buy a whole new set. Now we're going to test our other colors to see if they are good for shading. So here's our color. Just going to drag it. Now, see how that's really dark? When you're using really light colors, you might have to go a lot darker than that color. So with eyes, never shade around the entire circle. Just pick one side. Mostly I like to pick the side that's towards, well, not the other eye, I guess. For this, this one's going to go to the right, and this one's going to go to the left. And just like that, you have your eyes shaded. Now I'm going to move on to the background, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to make these buildings. I think I'm just going to do a mishmash of blue, so let's do that. I just finished the buildings. I used the color, hold on, let me find it, Ice Blue, number 65. Now this is a very good, here's it on paper. This is one of my favorite blues. And so now I'm going to color it on my little scratch paper that I have. And we are going to find the perfect, I don't know why I'm doing that with my hand, the perfect shade. Oh wait, I think I did that first try. Oh my, wait, actually? Yeah, that's pretty, I can't make this up. That's pretty good. Alright, we're gonna use number 63. Wait, did I just, no, we used 65. This is called Cerulean. My mom is definitely gonna critique me on that. Blue. So let's get started on that. Alrighty, we just finished that. Now, it's not looking very good, right? Well, it's looking fine. But I'm going to use a darker color and do a very, very teeny tiny little tip where some of the shadings are. Like right here, I would just go really thin. So we're going to do that. The color I'm using is 69. Just don't. Persian blue. I can't read. That's looking a whole lot better. Look at that. It definitely made a difference. Now for the very annoying part, the sky in the back. So I wanted to make like a faded effect, and so we're going to make some testers to see if that will actually work. So my idea was to make it a super dark blue right here and have it fade up into a normal sky blue. So here's going to be our base, same as 69. And we're going to just try this out. Like a little line right here. Folks, we'll do 62. Okay, so far that's looking very good. Those two colors are good. Next, we're going to try 63. Let's keep going on the tiny side. Alright, it's definitely a jump, but I think if I let it sit, it would eventually bleed through. Plus, we also have our colorless blender that we can always use to help blend it. Next, we have 68. Alright, looking good. I think I'm going to do one more color, and then that will be our sky. And that color will probably be 75. Wait. Am I running out of this? I think I might be running out of this marker because I use this marker. Oh, actually? No, I think we're good. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's try. Okay, I think that is our color combo. Okay, so now to really blend the colors into each other, so we're going to start at the top and go down. We're going to take our marker and color it over that previous color. Then over here, just like do this about 18 or 20 times. And then do it on the other side, of course. And that will help you blend. So we're going to do that all the way down. So now we're going to take our 68 and color it on this color. Yeah, we're good. And then it fades. So now we're gonna go down another one and grab our 62. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, don't grab your 62. The 68, color it over this one right here. Just like that. And finally, the 62 and the bottom one. Make sure to be careful around the hoodie because you don't want dark blue on the hoodie. And then it should nicely blend. And just like that, you're done. Now I'm giving this away to a random subscriber, so make sure you subscribe. And also, just subscribe and you are automatically entered to win.